Welcome to Fulhamish. It's Stephen here with my brother Michael, and today we're going to Selhurt Park for Crystal Palace v Fulham in a long anticipated game with the World Cup break. Club football is back. Now we are up at 4 in the morning to get a coach. Why on earth are we doing that? Well, we're from Worthing, it's Boxing Day, so there's no trains, and this is the only bus we can get up. So we're going to get to London about 9 hours before the game. But it's totally worth it for a Fulham win, right? Mike, what's your score prediction for today?
I'd like to think we're going to win 2-1, but I wouldn't be surprised with a 1-1 draw.
I'm going for 2-1 Palace, unless we get Mitro and Robbo starting. But I really hope we can get one on them today. 5 hours later, and we've just arrived at Selhurt Park, where the visiting supporters enter. It's tucked away, it's a bit like a street really, it's not like a huge stadium that sticks out. So it's now 9:30 AM, when's kick-off, Mike?
3 o'clock.
5.5 hours till kick-off.
Yep.
What are we going to do? It's 10 AM and we've managed to find a nice pub, one of the earliest times I've ever drunk a beer. Let's take this opportunity to talk about the season so far. Fulham and Crystal Palace both respectively having very good seasons. Patrick Vieira was one of the favourites to be axed when he took over the job, but has surprised everyone with how well he's doing. And Fulham and Palace sit neck and neck on points, so today is a really tight game with Palace having a match in hand. So, Mikey, what do you think about Palace's season so far?
I think it's been a good season, to be fair. The way they've played football has been they've been a nice team to watch. I remember watching the first game against Arsenal, they did lose it 2-0, but they didn't look like a bad team. And I think Vieira's actually taken them very far, and they've got a good brand of football, good for the future, got some good young players. Hopefully not good enough to take some points off us today though.
And players to watch today?
Zaha's the main threat really. Eze, and if Elise plays, he's quite good. I'm looking forward to seeing the young talents that Palace have.
And of course there's the return of Anderson. How do you think the reception will be for him today from the Fulham fans?
It should be a good reception because he never really betrayed us or anything. He was always good for us. He was just never really going to play in the Championship. He's too good for that league.
So what do you think of our season so far?
Oh, I mean, it's been phenomenal, hasn't it? Silva's done a fantastic job. We love having him at the helm, the style of football he plays. And I think today's good because we're a clash of two very attacking teams. I think we might go into our shell a little bit, and our success will be based on whether we've got Mitrovic and Robbo in the lineup. I think if we don't, I'm very concerned for us today. And I think Palace might edge us. I think if we've got a fully fit squad, then I think we've got every chance of getting 3 points today. I think it's going to be a question of how our players respond from the World Cup. Mitro's had this weird injury that's been on and off, which I'm really hoping we can just sort out so he can focus on the rest of the season. You know, is there going to be a bit of fatigue or from Ream and Robbo, or actually is it going to be a lot of motivation to get back into club football? So I'm super pumped, and I think everyone's looking forward to the return of club football today. Music is blaring, the crowd is roaring, and we're ready to go here at Selhurt Park. The big news in the lineup is that Mitro and Robinson are in the starting lineup, which is a huge boost. So I'm feeling good going into this game. So come on, you boys. First our thoughts, Mikey, what's your take?
We started off the game brilliantly. We were putting constant pressure on them. We had all the attacks. Palace are a counter-attacking team, but they've not really had many chances. They got more into the game as the half went on. They hit the crossbar, but we bounced back, got our first goal, and Tyreek Mitchell got frustrated. I think he must have kicked out on Kenny Tete, and he got sent off, so it's looking good going into the second half.
Brilliant from the whole team. It's exactly what us Fulham fans needed after a couple of tough results before the World Cup. We've gone all guns blazing, 1-0 up, a lovely cross by Mitro straight to Bobby Decker over Reed, back of the net, and then Mitchell gets sent off on the 34th minute, and it's looking like Fulham are in the ascendancy. We need to kill off the game 2-0, and we need to start straight away on the front foot. Palace looking a little bit threatening on the counter-attack, but we should be able to contain them, fingers crossed. We should bring the 3 points home. Well, what a memorable day for the Fulham fans as we walk away from Selhurt Park with a 3-0 victory. A fantastic performance by every player, but particularly Issa Diop had Saha right in his pocket all day. And Mitrovic was, of course, our man of the hour with a goal and 2 assists as well. Slightly controversial decision with the red card, but having watched it again on Match of the Day, I think the second yellow for Tompkins is actually the right decision. The first red card, I've seen it a few times and he's got his stud up, but we'll leave that up for debate. What do you think about that one? Tim Ream's goal, a handball by Mitro. Again, you can argue either way there. But at the end of the day, we completely dominated the match. We deserved the win fully, so absolutely brilliant performance. At Selhurt Park, what an away day. I mean, I love it. It reminds me a lot of Craven Cottage in that it's very intimate. The crowd are very close to the pitch and it's not far from home. So I really like Selhurt Park as an away day. And it's usually very easy to get to for most Fulham fans. Obviously not us because we're all the way on the south coast. But I'm going to give it a good away day. A few things in particular. The food was really cheap. They had a load of good vegan options as well, which you don't always see at games. Concourse is very tight, but you know, it's good. It's a good atmosphere. It's a good day, and it's one to do on a yearly basis. I think it's good fun. I'm going to give Selhurt Park an 8 out of 10. Could do with a little bit of updating, but it makes a great away day. New Year's Eve, we face bottom of the league, Southampton, and a chance for us to get on 25 points in a staggering 17 games. Could we be talking about European football in 2023? Up the Fulham. My name's Stephen. Come on, you Whites. Bye.